So if you don't live under a rock, we know that Lewis Hamilton has signed the contract till 2025. But there is something that resonates with this. The whole unfinished business, and a certain quote from a certain someone if you've watched Drive to Survive or followed Formula One back when Renault was a team in 2020, 2019, 2018, there was a team principal that I really loved, I still love to this day, and he makes a very good point as to how this whole contract signing, the unfinished business, and how Mercedes has a lot in their future prepared because of this Lewis Hamilton contract situation. And the quote goes, Cyril, the team principal of Renault, says, "You need a team driver who is a bit of a team boss, and this power of a personification is fundamental. At the moment, the grid is very competitive with all cars finishing on the same lap. In a while, there will be a near level playing field. What will make the difference in ambition and determination?" And the first person that comes to my head is Lewis Hamilton. I mean, there are other drivers. There are your Max Verstappens. There are your Fernando Alonso's. There are even your Charles Leclerc's in some aspect. But I want to talk about the stars in our sport, the ones that really make a team what it is. Why this plays such a big impact. I mean, if you look around really any sport in general, you look at the NFL like Tom Brady. If you look at sports like NBA like Nikola Jokic for the Denver Nuggets. You look at any team sport, a superstar makes that team always perform better. Lewis Hamilton is your superstar in this case for Mercedes. And him signing this contract till 2025 with also George Russell signing till 2025 plays that type of impact. Having a superstar, the one that drives your team to another level. I mean, the perfect example that I can give as to a driver that really made a team stand out, that really made everything kind of what it is a legend and somebody that is regarded as the GOAT, and one of my GOATs and greatest of all times is Michael Schumacher. Somebody that came into Ferrari, a team that was on the down low, had not won in many years, brought that team up and made it what it is now. People go into Ferrari looking like, I want to be on that team. I want to be there. You see the Leclerc defending himself in the media all the time. I want to stick at Ferrari. Ferrari has been my dream. It's because it is a dream for many drivers to drive for this team. Now, while we do clown on them, while the whole entire Matteo Binotto and all that other jazz was happening, we do clown the team. They are a F1 meme in that aspect. It still is a dream to drive for Ferrari. If you were ever given the chance, even as a fan, to drive for a Ferrari team, knowing that you'll be one of the most regarded drivers on a grid, you go into Monza looking like a superstar, you're just that guy, why would you not take that approach? Why would you not want to take on that pressure? Because maybe you're the guy that can do it. That is Leclerc's thinking. Now, I mean, Lewis Hamilton in the same aspect sees that with Mercedes. He brought this team up. He had them the 6 world championships for himself, almost 7. Having the 7 world constructors for this Mercedes team, he's the guy. He's that guy, the superstar that has really brought that team together. Now, Michael Schumacher obviously helped build it up. He is a big aspect as to how the team is performing nowadays, but at the same time, Lewis Hamilton is the driver that won him the world championships. He is that masterclass of performance, making you cars like the W11. He is some part of that. Now we know James Allison is the director, but guess what? Lewis Hamilton played a part. Not only is he a driver, but he also determines how the car will be, that feedback that he gives. This is all an important factor to him signing this contract. That is the future of Mercedes. How can these levels go higher and higher? Now, having a Lewis Hamilton in this team and extending for George Russell, you know what you're building up. You're building up George Russell to be that next star level talent. Another British driver under the wing of Lewis Hamilton, becoming the next world champion. What kind of storyline is that? Does it remind you of anything, of storylines that have been made and how, I mean, I guess you can make the same storyline as Michael Schumacher bringing up kind of Sebastian Vettel in his own type of way. Another German bringing up another German, making him a 4-time world champion. Sure, not the same team, but Michael Schumacher did mentor a little bit of Vettel. He spoke to him a lot. They were good friends on the grid. It all kind of goes into is kind of cycle. The whole entire future of a team. It is what makes Formula One. And I agree what Cyril is talking about. When you have a team so close, like for the perfect example is Alpine. He was quoting Alpine in this. They are very close in competition, but there isn't that superstar to the team. I wouldn't say Pierre Gasly or Esteban Ocon are necessarily superstars in that aspect. Are they stars? Yeah, I think both of them are great. great drivers. I would even argue they're probably better than Perez in that Red Bull seat. I mean, I don't know. It's close. It's close. I don't want to bash on Perez, but it's close. But you also look at a team like Alfa Romeo. You have Bottas and Zhou. Who is the guy? Who's the guy there that you can say, this guy is my superstar? You look at Williams, Albon is the guy. They're like, this guy's a superstar. He's bringing out those star performances. He is our level up in this game. That is what Lewis Hamilton is for Mercedes. That is what was Fernando Alonso for Renault, and now he is for Aston Martin. These are what make teams great. Superstar level of a driver, feedback, experience, and really just that drive to get more. I love what Lewis Hamilton says. He says there is unfinished business with my Mercedes team. He knows he wants that 8th. That is what drives him day to day. As a 38-year-old driver, bringing himself into his 40s for this contract, he knows that with Fernando Alonso still in the sport, one of his biggest competitions ever, and Max Verstappen probably being his biggest rival ever in the sport considering the 2021 season, he wants to get that get back on him. He wants to say, I am him. I'm the only guy with 8 world championships, which is something that I love about Lewis Hamilton. That competitive fire does not leave him. And I think this, as I say, as the title says, this is what the future of Mercedes holds. Not only does that contract signify a driver signing for 2025 and beyond, but a leader and somebody that I think is a superstar. Whether you love him or not, whether you're a Verstappen fan, whether you are a Leclerc fan, whatever type of fan you are, you have to respect the legacy this guy has kind of put down for the F1 grid. We might not even have as popular of a sport. These YouTube videos might not even be coming out for F1 if it isn't for really Lewis Hamilton and the drive that he's really done outside of not only Formula 1, but everything else. He just is that kind of impactful player to our Formula 1 sport. Whether you love it or not, it's true. And I think with all that resonating with this beautiful comment that my boy Cyril said, it kind of all goes hand in hand. How do the stars align for Mercedes signing Lewis Hamilton and the future of the team? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. The whole entire conversation I'm having here is superstar really potential with drivers and how that impacts team. In my opinion, Daniel Ricciardo, when he was in Renault, was that superstar driver they needed. And as soon as he left, Renault has been on the down low. Obviously, Fernando Alonso upped it, but to only some certain degree. So let me know your thoughts down below. I would love to hear what your guys' opinion is. Whether you love or hate Lewis Hamilton, give me a nice opinion. I'd love to hear it. Please leave your thoughts down below. Please leave a like, subscribe. It would mean the world. And peace.